Champs and chumps, start and sit 'em. Who you going with this weekend? It's FF Champs on Football Nation. So Bill Enright joining us right now from ffchamps.com. Bill, let's take a look at the quarterback position. Who are we starting? Who are we sitting?
All right, a couple guys that you should have in your lineup. Cam Newton for the Carolina Panthers, our #1 ranked quarterback, going up against the Saints. We have Jay Cutler. We like his play, taking on the Green Bay Packers. Then a sneaky play is Matt Castle taking on the Buffalo Bills. And so for the guys that you want to maybe leave on your bench this week, Mike Vick going against that ferocious Ravens defense. Joe Flacco taking on that same game, going up against the Eagles. And then how about Andy Dalton going against the Cleveland Browns? Leave those guys on the bench.
Definitely. Okay, let's take a look at some of the running backs. Let's talk about just starting for the running backs. Who is it going to be?
I'm really high on Doug Martin this week. DeMarco Murray ran all over the New York Giants. I think the rookie for the Tampa Bay Bucks can do the same thing. I also like C.J. Spiller filling in for Fred Jackson going up against the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, and on the other side of it, who am I leaving on the bench?
Alfred Morris, the rookie for the Washington Redskins, had a really big Week 1 performance, but we know with Mike Shanahan shenanigans, you just never know what's going to happen. I'm leaving Morris on the bench despite his solid effort in Week 1. And then Trent Richardson, another rookie, going up against the Bengals rush defense that actually did a good job of stopping Ray Rice in terms of yardage. They did allow the 2 touchdowns, but I'm waiting for Richardson to get things going, get him used to the NFL game.
Bill, as far as wide receivers are concerned, who am I putting in my lineup this week?
All right, I got 3 guys that you'll definitely want to use. Percy Harvin going against that weak Indianapolis Colts secondary. Vincent Jackson taking up that beat-up New York Giants secondary. And then how about Stevie Johnson taking on the Kansas City Chiefs? I expect Stevie J to do some damage.
I don't have any of those guys in my lineup, so that's not going to work out for me. All right, but what about sitting? Who am I leaving on the bench?
Lance Moore had a good game for the New Orleans Saints, but Drew Brees just has so many targets. It's really hard to predict that he's going to have another solid game in Week 2. He's going on against the Carolina Panthers. And then Deshaun Jackson is going to get blanketed by Ed Reed and the Ravens secondary. I'm leaving him on the bench as well.
All right, let's talk about tight ends, though, right now. Start and sit them. Who am we going with for both sides of it?
You guys I just want to name for the starters. You got Jacob Tamme against the Falcons, Greg Olsen against the Panthers, Jared Cook against the Chargers, and then how about second-year guy Kyle Rudolph taking on the Indianapolis Colts? Rudolph is the second option behind Percy Harvin for the Minnesota Vikings. I like Rudolph, especially in the PPR format. And then some guys that you'll want to stay away from this week. That's Owen Daniels. He's number 17 on our player rankings. Jason Witten's still banged up with that spleen injury. And then stay away from Dustin Keller. He's going against the Steelers this week.
He is Bill Enright. That would make him the champ, and I guess, unfortunately, that would make me the chump. Champs and chumps, it is FF Champs on Football Nation.